ごめん、リク君。どうしたんですか、コイチさん、急に。
I've got to admit, I found Koichi's random apology a bit unexpected too.
司とのこと気づいてあげられなくて、あんな形で磁気バトルを。
If Koichi was apologizing because he felt guilty about what Shiba did, I could probably understand that. But it sounds like he's apologizing because he didn't adequately warn Riku about the dangers of GPD. Koichi goes on to explain that having to repair your Gunpla is actually part of the appeal of GPD. This process of repeatedly having to repair and customize your Gunpla is how Shiba was able to go from the basic Gundam Astray to, I still think this is an amazing design. This is also how Koichi was able to take the Galbaldi, an old kit from Zeta Gundam, and turn it into, why can't I just build a Gunpla from Iron-Blooded Orphans? There's actually a very good reason why Koichi doesn't just use the Gusion. It's because build divers can't use anything from Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans because the show is too new.
Gunpla battle, 嫌いになったりしてないか?
This brings us to the theme for the episode. Riku is Mr. Positive. He tells Koichi that being able to actually move the 00 diver, physically move the model kit, strengthened the connection, the bond between Diver and Gunpla. This has reaffirmed his love of the Gundam franchise.
だから、これからもよろしくお願いします、コイチさん。
And with that, we head to the interior of the Gunpla store, where it seems that Ayame has shown up in person to thank everybody because yes, Shiba returned the friendship Gunpla, and even more good news, Ayame's old force is getting back together, but she's sticking with the build divers because... Or Ayame just wants to remain a main character.
全然
Riku has decided that he's going to use this as an opportunity to improve on the 00 Diver's design. The important thing to remember is, unlike the 00 Diver Ace, you can't just get this by taking your 00 Diver and buying an upgrade pack. No, you're going to have to buy a whole new model kit. What's this going to look like? Well, we could wait till the end of the episode, or... You can just wait for the new opening, because here there be spoilers! After the opening credits, Riku is in GBN, telling Sarah how Ayame came to the Gunpla store, and apparently they spent all this time talking. Kyoya then stops by to tell Riku that yes, GBN has finally patched out the brake decals, and to make things even better, those mercenaries from before came to apologize, and now they love GBN too! When the mercenaries didn't care about Gundam, that made the characters unique. That's gone now. Yes, it appears Riku has the Gunpla building equivalent of writer's block. So Koichi suggests that Riku try to think back to what inspired him, what got him involved in the Gundam franchise.
Those who would lay eyes on a Gundam shall not live to tell about it.
That's a bit too far back. We gotta stay focused on Riku. Well, Maggie is hard to forget. Many people have tried. This leads to the next segment I like to call, remember how we can reuse scenes to save money? In fact, remember episode 1? You remember? And Riku's able to put a positive spin on things. Just like, remember episode 2? We already saw Kyoya, so let's head over to see Tiger. There's the silliness I expect from build divers. Yes, Tiger was waiting under this waterfall just to show off this cool punch the waterfall ability, and Riku wasn't paying attention, he gets a call, and goes to talk to Shafre. Shafre is the first person to actually add something new, because he's done an analysis of Riku's Gunpla, and he's come up with some suggestions. Yes, we have a high-level player giving practical Gunpla building advice instead of just telling Riku, follow your heart. Now that Riku's actually thinking about everything he's been through with his Gunpla, the reality of the situation sets in. The show could deal with this emotional moment, or we could cut back to Kyoya talking to the Game Master about how they don't understand how the wings work. There is some speculation that Riku or Sarah may have been using some sort of good break decal, but nah, it's just all chalked up to glitches.
すみません、お忙しいところ。
We just need one more high-level Force leader to talk about how good Riku is. Kind of a missed opportunity we don't get to hear from Ogre, but we're back on track now as Riku contemplates what he's gonna do about the Double O Diver.
こいつなんて言ってるかな。俺のこと嫌いになったりしてないかな。
そんなことない。ありがとうって言ってる。
Sarah uses her Gunpla Whisperer abilities so Riku can communicate with the Double O Diver. I have no idea if this is supposed to actually be happening within GBN or if Riku's actually having a vision. I'm just grateful that 1, the Double O Diver doesn't start talking, and 2, Riku's got his clothes on!
見えた。聞こえた。
サラも。
ありがとう、サラ。俺早速作ってくる。
Riku's new idea is to incorporate parts from the Destiny Gundam. At least we get a decent building montage, and that leads to the reveal of Riku's new Gunpla, the Double O Sky. I was skeptical about the Astray no-name until I got to see it actually move, so I'm gonna hold off on my evaluation until I see this thing in a few battles.
胸の傷。
Riku kept this as a reminder of his past experiences, and this was the first bit of battle damage he took playing GPD. So let's see this new Gundam in action!
一緒に戦って、そして勝とうな。ダブルオースカイ。
Or we can just wait till the next episode, that's fine too. This episode starts and ends with Riku saying he wants his new Gunpla to inherit the Double O Diver's soul. Having Riku keep the battle damage was quite effective, but this is supposed to be an episode about Riku repairing his Gunpla.
完全に軸が折れてる。
穴埋まっちゃってる？それなら折れた方をピンバイスで穴開けて接着剤で針金とくっつけてから引き抜くといいよ。
ありがとう。
Having something like this, especially if they showed the repairs combined with flashbacks of the corresponding damage, would have shown how much of an impact this has on Riku and the other characters.
ボロボロになるたびに新しいことを試して付け加えていって。
I did a little research into how hard it would be for Riku to buy replacement parts for his Gunpla. It's possible, but the stock 00 is supposed to be a very reasonably priced model kit, so not only would it make more sense for Riku to just start over with a new base Gunpla, just buy another 00, he would probably have to buy another one for some replacement parts anyways. This is where the show could have explored that conflict between repairing his Gunpla versus replacing parts. I know the 00 Diver looks like the main body has been pretty much repaired, but it looked a lot worse in the last episode, and there was story potential here to show Riku having to decide between repairing or replacing parts. Instead, we get this trip down memory lane to save money by reusing footage, which is fine, but this is a clip show. It does what it needs to do, and as long as you're not expecting some deep character development, you won't be disappointed.
見つけた。
And we end with a possible mystery for the next episode. This is the Hypervisor signing off.